and today, you know, a street view trike around Taronga. I think that's what makes it so exciting. We also let our engineers spend 20% of their time working on a project of their choosing, and that's how the street view trike came about. So I think right now there are probably lots of smart people working out what's next in Google Maps, and we'll have to just wait and see.
Now, mid-sized enterprises are the most likely to adopt cutting-edge technologies. That's according to Symantec's annual State of the Data Centre survey. But although they tend to adopt at a faster rate, they still face similar challenges. This morning, we've also heard that Symantec has announced the Net Backup 7 and Backup Exec 2010. For more on this, Craig Scroggie, Vice President and Managing Director of Australia and New Zealand for Symantec, joins us from the Melbourne Bureau. Welcome, Craig. If you could talk us firstly through these product updates that we've heard this morning.
Yeah, the thing that organisations are focused on today is reducing cost and reducing complexity in their enterprise. And the primary driver for that is being able to reduce either the number of applications that they're having to manage or reduce the amount of information that they manage. Information is growing at extraordinary rates today, and organisations are looking for ways to be able to simplify how they manage that information. It's causing them to look at technologies like data reduction, which is called data deduplication. So we're integrating these technologies into our core platforms so that data deduplication will be an automated function within the data centre and not something that a company needs to go out and do exclusively.
Okay, now shifting gears a bit to that data centre study that we mentioned, what were the key findings from it?
The organisations are looking at new technologies. They're looking at adopting new technologies like cloud computing, storage virtualisation, replication and data deduplication. 25% of organisations were concerned about their budgets and staff. And in improving economy, what that means is that they're concerned about the availability of qualified staff. In 2010, they said that the top 3 priorities that they were looking towards were security, backup and recovery, and continuous data protection. Now, interestingly, in 25% of those organisations, they are primarily concerned with being able to ensure that their information is always available in this 24/7 world. Lastly, disaster recovery testing was lacking, and for many organisations, whilst they've been eagerly adopting a lot of these new technologies, whether it's cloud computing or deduplication, or even just the growth in the number of mobile devices that we have to manage today, BlackBerries and iPhones, there's a lot more information on the move, and those disaster recovery plans need to continually be updated and tested. When you consider that today we face a lot of man-made disasters, whether they be bushfires or earthquakes or natural or man-made, and if they're man-made disasters, we're seeing more attacks on critical infrastructure of governments or major corporations. And with cyber terrorism and those sort of cyber threats a major concern, organisations need to be vigilant in testing their disaster recovery practices.
Okay, the study says that mid-enterprise companies can be more aggressive in adapting new technologies. What are you seeing on that front?
Well, organisations are testing new technologies. The most adopted new technologies obviously was the software as a service, or looking for any type of software that could help an organisation reduce complexity and help manage the volume of information and the volume of applications. The primary driver behind adoption of these technologies is really helping organisations do more with less. And because of the sheer growth in information and the growth in applications, you know, in a tougher economy, people look to new markets, they look to new technologies, they stand up a lot of new customer-facing applications. And with that sheer growth, with fewer staff numbers, it means that the IT organisation continues to have to do more with less, and they continue to look for technologies that can help them automate function in the data centre and deliver services to the business and do it at the same or a lower cost.
So also we're seeing that staffing and budgets, although getting better, they will remain tight for 2010. So what does this mean for the uptake of new technology?
The good news in those statistics was that not only were organisations concerned about staff and budgets, but they said that in 86% of cases they believed that there would be the same or even more positions available. So whilst they're concerned about staff and budgets, they also believe that there'll be more positions. That's good for the economy, it's good for jobs, and it certainly means that data centres are going to continue to look for ways to invest in customer-facing support, and that is avoid spending money where it doesn't need to be spent. If you can invest your technology dollars in customer-facing applications and try and automate and get better utilisation out of the existing assets that you already have, defer the need to buy either more storage or any sort of infrastructure, you get better utilisation and a better return on your existing assets.
Okay, Craig from Symantec, thanks for that. We'll speak to you again soon.
Thanks.
That's all for now. I'm Helen Frost. We'll see you again soon.
When it comes to share market investing, the decisions made in here determine who wins, who loses, and who